My mom and dad didn't have the money to pay for the boarding, so when we found out that you guys could help us, it was like a relief. My horse Comanche, he's very sweet. He has a big heart. If I had a bad day at school or something, then I go and see him, and it just brightens my day up. Comanche is one of my closest friends.
We are helping people with feed, hay, predominantly, and grain, farrier service, basic vet. Our vet is doing whatever he can to help keep the horses vaccinated. Various farriers are discounting their rates and that so that they can trim for people. And we've had a lot of hay donated. We've had a lot of people really rally that have heard about us and donate a ton here and a ton there, which has helped greatly because we've had the hay immediately to give people. The one thing that we have been able to do, because people have been so generous, is we have been able to help people within a day or two of them calling us.
Yeah, our horse Comanche, he's like part of the family. It'd be hard to replace. The children, they love him a lot. You know, having animals, you know, they become one of the family members. So yeah, we're really pleased with the organization that helped us out in the situation that we've been in. My wife had lost her job, and it's made it hard to keep him, you know, in the family. I see a lot of joy in my daughters for having the horse, and that means the world to me, to keep my children happy and give them goals and have you know, something to look forward to at the end of the day or at the end of the week to go riding and stuff. They enjoy that. That's what it means to me. I give the world to my children.
One couple came to us. They were going to have to get rid of their horses because they couldn't afford them any longer. And all that happened to them was they lost their hay connection. So that little hiccup in their life was going to cause them to have to get rid of their horses. And we were able to give them a month's worth of hay and a better hay connection, and that's all it took. And they're back on their feet and doing well.
Colorado Horsecare has provided me the ability to keep my horse, and in a time where everything seems to be going in the wrong direction with no job and moving, and you know, I didn't want to have one more thing to have to say goodbye to. Clyde came from a shady background. He's a horse that has some issues with trust, and he's very sensitive to a lot of things if you move too fast. And I came from a background it's very similar, so I almost feel a connection to him, and to have to say, you know, hey, sorry dude, don't know where you're going, we're gonna send you here because I can't keep you anymore. The bond that he and I share is a little more magical to me. I've had some days recently where I've just walked down to see my horse, and he's a very difficult horse to catch with his trust issues. He wants to make sure that you're okay, he's safe, and one day I just went down there, and with the understanding that I knew I was probably just going to look at Clyde over the fence, but I just really needed to go down and see my horse. And I figured if I'm a crying mess, he's not going to want to come over and see me. So I just kind of climbed through the fence and just kind of sat there and cried and looked at my horse, and he kind of watched me while I was chewing the grass, and All of a sudden, my uncatchable horse walked over to me and stuck his nose on my arm. So that just says to me, this is what it's about. This is, horses are my peace, my solace, my comfort. There really is a connection between he and I that goes beyond just horse owner and horse. I mean, really, thank you. I couldn't imagine being without Clyde. It just is, he's my magic.
We have been able to show up and give people hay for 3 months or grain or whatever it is they've needed. And it's lifted a burden from people's minds. We're hoping that if we can keep a percentage of horses home, less will go to the rescues, and then the rescues will not be as overcrowded, and they will be able to help retrain the horses and do what they do best, which is rehome them.
Whenever, stuff doesn't seem to go right, or, even just a bad day at school, I know I can always go out there, and even if it's just cleaning stalls or grooming him, when I'm running through a field with my horse, I can't help but laugh. It just brings out laughter, and I smile, and it's unlike any feeling I've ever had. I'm currently enrolled at Bell Ray Animal Institute of Technology. I'm going to be a veterinary technician. I'm very excited. I have 1 year of college left, and horses have just made me who I am today. I finally found my niche, is what my mom says. My mom's been a single parent her whole life, and the sacrifices she's made for me, I can't even begin to tell you how much that means to me. I would do everything I could to not get rid of my horses, so I really think that this food bank is gonna help a lot of people in a lot of ways.
Every now and then I'll hear somebody who says, if they can't afford them, they shouldn't have them. Well, the plight right now, and with the economy, there isn't anywhere for them to go. You can't find the great home. It's very difficult.
Life has been challenging, and through it all, having a horse has just been what has brought troubles to an end, even temporarily. To crawl on a horse and ride through the majestic Rocky Mountains, you cannot be depressed, you cannot be sad. Being on the board of the Colorado Horsecare Foodbank is a unique experience for me because due to some financial hardships I was going through due to a divorce, I had to get rid of my horse. And I tried so hard to keep my horse, and I had to do the responsible thing, and I found them the best home possible. But to be part of the Colorado Horsecare Foodbank during this recession, to see what they are doing for people and to be a part of it so nobody would have to go through and experience the pain that I had to go through is just beyond belief for me. Horses are magical. They give you health, they give you happiness, they give you hope. And there are countless times that people might have wanted to help me and tried to say the right things, but to be one-on-one with a horse is just medicine.
I started the food bank because we've had them for people forever. And when people are going through a tough time, they can go in, and when they're fed, we can all get out there and do things. If we're always looking for our next meal, we're not as likely to get out there and do things. And I think that if we can keep the horses fed, the people that own them, it gives them a chance to breathe. It gives them a chance to go on and find a different path. And different people have called and said that it gave them just enough time to find another job.
We've helped people that have turned to us that had a lot of pride, and it was very difficult for them to ask for help. And in turn, they have come back and helped us by delivering hay. It's been a domino effect to just see how Juliana Lehman came up with one idea to help people keep horses with them. And the people that we're helping have in turn become part of the process of reaching out and helping others.
We're hoping that by keeping horses with their owners and keeping them with the people that love them, that we'll be able to prolong the Western way of life. You know, it's the barn needs building, you build it.
If I would have had to lose my horse, I would have felt like horrible.
I know what it's like to lose your horses. And if we can keep people with the animals that they really love.
Horses are just truly a gift from God.